This is the War Brief Daily for May 5th, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Three major developments tonight. First, a large-scale Russian overnight drone and missile barrage targeting Ukraine's south and frontline regions. Second, Ukraine executed a coordinated long-range strike campaign against Russian oil infrastructure, a naval surface combatant, and 3 Shadow Fleet tankers. Third, the casualty picture and what it tells us about operational tempo heading into Victory Day week. First update, this is confirmed. Overnight, Russian forces launched approximately 268 attack drones and at least 1 ballistic missile at Ukraine. Targets included the Odesa region, Ukraine's primary maritime trade corridor, and the frontline Kherson region. Ukrainian air defense intercepted the majority of the salvo, though final intercept numbers are still being compiled. This is not an exceptional attack. It is the new normal. AFP analysis of Ukrainian Air Force data confirms Russia averaged more than 200 drones per day throughout all of April, a 5 to 10 times increase over early 2023 rates. The volume is deliberate. Russia engineers these packages to saturate intercept capacity. Every Patriot round expended on a drone is a finite, irreplaceable asset. Second update. This is confirmed from multiple sources, and it is the more significant operational story. Ukraine struck 3 confirmed target sets in a coordinated long-range campaign. Target 1, Primorsk port on the Baltic Sea, Russia's largest oil exporting terminal. A drone strike sparked a confirmed fire. Russian regional governor Alexander Drozdenko publicly acknowledged the attack. Ukraine's Major General Yevhen Kamara confirmed destruction of targets at the facility. Primorsk sits near the Finnish border, well inside Russian territory. That reach matters. Target 2, a Karakurt-class missile corvette and a patrol boat, confirmed by President Zelensky on Telegram. The Karakurt class carries up to 8 caliber cruise missiles per hull, the same weapons Russia uses to strike Ukrainian cities. Removing one from the order of battle is an operationally meaningful attrition event. Target 3, 3 Shadow Fleet oil tankers. 2 struck at the entrance to Novorossiysk, a third linked to the Primorsk operation. These vessels move an estimated 70 to 80% of Russian oil exports in sanctions violation. They are the financial infrastructure of the Russian war machine. The Institute for the Study of War has documented at least 18 Ukrainian strikes on Russian oil infrastructure in April alone. This is a sustained campaign. One important caveat: damage assessments on the Karakurt and tanker targets are still developing. Russia has not confirmed the extent of damage. Treat naval assessments as preliminary, pending satellite imagery confirmation. Third update, confirmed casualties from the last 24 hours. At least 10 killed on the Ukrainian side, including civilians in Odesa and Kherson, per BBC reporting. On the Russian side, a 77-year-old man was killed in the Moscow region by a Ukrainian drone. A 15-year-old was killed in Russian-occupied Zaporizhia. No major confirmed frontline changes in this window. Russia Matters analysis of ISW data shows Russian forces suffered a net loss of 2 square miles in the 4-week window ending April 21st, a dramatic deceleration from the ground they were taking in late 2025. The land war is grinding. The air and maritime domains are where the tempo is sharpest. Here is what to watch next. Watch for satellite imagery confirming the Primorsk fire extent and the tanker strikes near Novorossiysk. Watch whether Russia responds with a retaliatory escalation barrage in the next 24 to 48 hours. And flag the calendar. May 9 is Victory Day. Putin's annual military parade in Moscow is 5 days out. Both sides have historically used this window for high-profile operations. Russia for domestic messaging strikes, Ukraine for long-range symbolic attacks. The next 120 hours represent a heightened escalation watch period. That is your War Brief Daily for May 5, 2026.